All right, we're here at Brent's house. We got a callback on a slow shower drain. So we did a tile over tile installation here. We're gonna see what's going on, see how we can fix it, and get this shower drain going good. Brent,
Hey, how's it going?
hey, good. It's going good. Man. What's going on with the drain, man?
There's some flooding that's been going on the bottom of the shower pan, shower floor. I had somebody snake it, and everything seemed fine. And then as soon as I took the drain cover off, no
problems.
No problems at all.
Okay, let me see. So if I see what's going on. So it'll kind of just keep filling up. It won't drain.
It'll flood. It'll probably leave an inch to an inch and a half of water in there.
Okay.
It doesn't quite come up to the curb, just probably half an inch below the curb.
Okay.
And then when I stop the water, it drains over the course of probably 10, 15 minutes or so.
Oh, okay. So it's just slow.
It's just slow. Super slow. And then after I texted you and you recommended taking the cover out, the cover off,
and that was the problem.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So I think it's just the space in between. You can see it's already starting to fill up a little bit.
I think what happens with these tileable grates is that if there's a side that doesn't have water going into it, it's like a vent. It allows everything to drain down. It's kind of like if you have a bottle and you pour it straight upside down, it's glug, 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 glug. But if you put a hole in the bottle, it just all drains out because it has air. So it's able to get air to allow it to drain. But I think once you cover the whole thing, see now it's starting to back up.
Now it starts to back up.
So it's probably like when you're standing over it and it's doing this. It covers the whole thing. Yeah. Now we can.
If you left it just like that for a few minutes, you can already see it's backing up.
Yeah, it's backing up.
The whole bottom floods up.
Yeah, and then once it's doing that, then I can even switch it back probably. And now now it can't. Once all four sides are covered with water, it's not allowed to drain. But yeah, that's a lot of water.
Yeah, the whole bottom will flood over the course of the shower.
Yeah.
And then it comes up to like, I don't know, maybe a half inch below this slip.
Oh yeah, we don't want that. We gotta fix this. We gotta come up with something. So Schluter recommends a 3/16 gap around their drains. I think what kind of made it worse is the thickness, the tile over tile. Mm-hmm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna kind of undercut this, and so that the water can escape under there a little bit easier. Definitely something we want to fix. That's not something you want in your shower. That's pretty much what we came to do the repair for the first time, so you didn't have puddles in it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, Brent. Yeah, this shouldn't take us long.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks.
All right, we'll take this out.
Turned a small puddle into one giant one.
Well, at least there's a simple fix for this one.
I know.
It's not a $2,000 fix.
Yeah.
I called the plumber, right, who did my water heater. He snaked it. He didn't pull anything out. He said there was like something rough about 5 to 10 feet down, and then he suggested to call a router company. I called a couple router companies before I texted you.
Yeah.
And they said it's at least $2,000 to come with one of those high pressure routers to go through the P trap.
Yeah.
And then one guy said, well, we can't go through the P trap, so we got to come in the vent in the bathroom, and that's going to be $3,000.
Oh,
like, there's no way. There's no way I'm doing that.
I'm glad you called, because when you called, I was like, we were really careful.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything down there, but then I go, oh wait, it's a tile and grate. I'll bet that's what it is.
That's exactly
because
what
we couldn't test it because the epoxy grout was still wet when we left. And you could see even when there's an open end, it drains fine.
Yeah.
But Yeah, no, this should be hopefully a quick fix here.
Sweet.
All right. Yeah, less than $3,000.
Yeah, that's great. I was hoping for that.
Right on. I think we got a good game plan. You can see the grate here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grind out underneath here so that the water can come down in a little bit better direction instead of trying to come straight down where it's getting that airlock. If it's at an angle, it tends to drain better. So that's what we're going to try. But I think what made this happen was this thickness. So if you're dealing with a thicker tile, or if this was like a stone, you know, when you're dealing with something like this, you're going to have to make some adjustments to get these to drain, because this isn't necessarily a common problem with these, but it does happen. I was talking with Chase at Flo FX, and he said, yeah, with our tiling grates, sometimes if the tile is too thick, you know, it has a hard time draining. We did a Google search of it, and yeah, there's definitely people that have been searching on how to fix this problem. And so I think if we're able to, we'll try it out. I'm just going to grind out the back of this, maybe put a little more bevel on it so that the water wants to roll. So we want that water when it hits here to roll and then roll under, as opposed to just getting sucked straight down. I got this just in case I had to open up in the shower floor. I bought this little Proxxon on Amazon, and I want to test it out. I got a nice little cutoff wheel for it, and I just kind of want to see how this does. And but my 4-inch grinder should do the trick too. One of the nice features about these is that it has a variable speed on and off. There's no, you know, you don't have to hold a switch or anything, and it's variable speed. Pretty sweet. I like this thing. Wow, this thing is great. I don't know what else I'm going to use it for, but I could see it coming in really handy on detailed cuts. It cuts really smooth, and this little head will fit into tight areas where you need to make small cuts, especially for tile repairs. Like if you needed to cut out a tile, cut out grout, I think I'm really glad I have this. And you really, I feel like I have a lot of control with it. I don't know if it's just because it's so small and lightweight, but it really has a nice balance where I feel like I can really control my cut. Yeah, so I got the two sides done. You can kind of see the profile of it, and looks pretty nice. Again, I'm hoping I don't have to get into this tile up here. I'm hoping this will do it, but we'll see. It might even help to kind of put some channels like right in the grout right here. But yeah, no, so I'll do the same thing to the other side. Hopefully this fixes it. gonna groove out the grout joint a little bit here. That might help. Again, the control I feel like I have with this is pretty incredible. I feel like this will be a really good grout removal tool. Probably you could slow it way down when you need a little more control, and the sucker's way down. Before I go in there and put this in, there's a few little chips on here. That's one of the things about these tileable grates. You know, when you take them out, be really careful when you set them down and everything, because there's a few chips. What tends to help is if you just soften the edge a little bit. Just rounding the corners a little bit too. Softening everything up. That gave us a much nicer little detail. I just softened all the edges a little bit. That way, when you set it down, it's a lot less likely to chip, just from doing that small little bevel on the edges. All right, so moment of truth. Let's go see if it works. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to put like a little arrow. I think it goes this way, just so you're not guessing which way it goes. Fits in nice. Yeah, just softening, you know, that even just made the whole thing look better. Just softening up the edges, even rounding the corners of the drain a little bit. Sometimes these grates can look like you just missed grout around the tile. It's like your eye kind of looks at it and goes, wait, did you just miss grout around those tiles? But when you kind of round the edges a little bit, it actually looks more like a drain grate, which I like better. So it looks good. Let's see now if it works good. I'll put it right over, directly over it. And yeah, I can hear it. You can hear it. It's draining a lot better than it was. And it doesn't look like it's puddling up like it did before. So most of the problems that we see with these tile and grates is when you got a rain shower directly over it like this and the water's directly over it. But yeah, see, that's working now. Yeah. Right on. That was an easy fix. That's that's awesome. It's always nice when you get a callback and the fix is that easy. That's an easy one. Yeah, I feel kind of bad because he was worried about it, and he thought it was something like when we did the install that we got something down the pipe. That's what he said when he called the plumbing companies, and they told him $2,000 to $3,000. But when he called, I said, hey Brent, before we go too far and before you hire somebody to come out and snake it, just take the grate off and see how it drains. And then he called me back and he said, oh yeah, it drains good now. So I was like, okay, now we know what the problem is. Let's figure out the solution. So that's all it took. Just that little undercut bevel on the grate. It's a lot easier to take out now. And it looks, now it looks good. I mean, it's something you're not really gonna see unless when you take it out. And now that looks nice. That looks good. That looks like it's supposed to be done like that. Put that back in there and we're good to go. All right, Brent. It's all done.
Sweet.
Easy fix, man.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm glad it was an easy fix, not a $3,000 fix.
That's what I was saying too. Yeah. Next time, just call me first, Brent.
Yeah, I learned my lesson. Nice. for sure call if there's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a simple, easy fix. And I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
You know, when you're like, oh, just take the drain off, take a shower, see how it works.
Yeah.
And I took it off and boom, no problem.
Well, yeah, we've had one other tile-in grate before where we had this problem.
Yeah.
And it was because the rain head shower was directly over it, and it was doing the same thing. And all I did was undercut the tile-in grate. I had to actually cut the metal part of it.
Yeah.
And that fixed it.
Perfect.
So yeah, awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it for coming out.
Yeah, you got it,
All right,
Brent.
take it easy, guys.
All right, so happy ending to a callback. That's always nice when you can fix something quickly. You know, it always is nice to come back and touch base with the clients again anyways. I work with these people for a few days or a few weeks, and you get to know them, and it's almost like I miss them when I don't see them. So when I come back, it's really nice to catch up. Brent's a cool guy. Somebody who I could hang out with aside from work, and maybe we will. He mentioned he is a golfer too, so I'd love to play a round of golf with Brent. That would be really cool. But went well as I could have expected it to. This little Proxxon tool, definitely if you're a tile installer, you'll find uses for it. I'm really happy with the purchase. I just got it on Amazon, so yeah, I'll put a link down in the description so you can get it. But really happy with that. There's also little polisher attachments, a few different attachments you can get for it. But impressed by that. Just glad we had an outcome where we didn't have to get into doing more than just a little bit of grinding and polishing. So, you know, these callbacks, it's always important. You know, just answer your phone, just get back to people. Sometimes it can be just an easy small fix, and that goes a long way. It really does. You know, when somebody knows if there's ever an issue that they can call you, it just gives them a lot of peace of mind, and it's just a really good way to do business. I've always been that way. If there's ever an issue, I'll come out. You know, we make mistakes. We're not perfect. The important part is that you fix them. So glad you're here with me today. I hope you learned something. I love you. I love being your tile coach. We'll see you on the next video.